Chapter 889 and 890. An unknown mama on deck.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Podcast. How's it going out there, everybody in the grand line? I'm the best guy ever, and this is Hippocrit.
And today we have a double episode because Christmas holidays forced us to not be able to do the whole fucking get-together record for a whole week. So, that's that. Happy New Year and all that shit.
Indeed. It's a Christmas New Year's miracle that you got fucked by us. Yeah, enjoy.
Patreon.com
But hey, it's a double episode.
What is our thing?
Oh, it's patreon.com/thepodcast pirates. It's official. It's real, everybody. Get the fuck out. Let me actually double check that.
This is the legendary level of professionalism you can expect if you pledge money. There will be sometimes a whole week late. But anyway, let's...
No. Hey, just to be fair, this is the first time this has ever happened, that it's been this late. And it's only because of the Christmas holidays, and it was just scheduling conflicts between me, an American hero, and you, a redcoat, a filthy redcoat traitor to your race. So there you go. But we're fixing it today, and it's going to be good. Your money will be well spent, fair patrons. This is all for you now. So let's get to it.
Yes, let's start with 889, An Unknown Mama.
Oh, unknown mama. Oh, yeah, sex... yes.
Yes. Say that word every time. People will laugh. It's a surefire winner.
I did it.
So a little cover page with new Grand Fleet cover arc thing with Tontata pirates, the little guys.
There's a theme here of all the Grand Fleet guys like themselves deciding to become pirates because they technically weren't up until this point. Even though in One Piece, like, a pirate is a very loose definition that really doesn't mean much of anything, but it's an aesthetic. They choose to adopt the aesthetic.
I thought Bartholomew was a crew already.
That's true. He was a pirate, but like Hajruddin, he was not a pirate, but he chose to like revive the pirate crew. Like he worked for Buggy actually as like one of his mercenaries. So like he sort of was a subordinate of pirates. So now he is like gonna revive like the pirate crews of the grand. The thing with Dorian Bragi, like the giant pirate crew or whatever it was. These guys have decided to become pirates, and those martial arts guys from like the last couple of chapters, they also were not pirates, but now they are gonna be pirates. And I don't think Sai decided to be a pirate though, so he's not, I guess. But they've got their own thing going on. Those like Chinese pirates or whatever.
Oh no, it was the person he was with who was a Don Quixote pirate crew.
Baby Five, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, this is cute. They're just posing and stuff. I think is that
you got
Rebecca
Viola and Rebecca.
Yeah, in the background.
Yeah.
So I guess they're still in the kingdom.
Violet. By the way, I know I've said this before, but how fucked up is it that Violet is like canonically lovers with Doflamingo, even though he like sacked her kingdom, stole... just to be clear, this is canon, guys. Oda has confirmed this in an SBS that Viola was like a weird lover of Doflamingo. That's canon. It's weird. She was the princess of the kingdom that he sacked and ruined, and they had a weird thing going on. I like that though. It's cool. That's cool.
Well, she liked his string shot.
Oh, he's a Caterpie. Okay, moving on. To the main chapter.
Yes, so 889,
we got a genie in a bottle. I need you to rub it the right way, Gib.
Oh. Well, we got the genie man coming out, getting his genie on.
Let's not forget, we were in the middle of the big sulong or whatever it was, the big rabbit
Carrot's
mode.
Big baby beast mode.
Yes.
And the genie is very ineffectual at hitting her and is instead smashing the other ships, so that's good for everyone.
He's very powerful, though. He's fucking some shit up here. I'm impressed. I'm impressed by his level of kill everyone. It's good. It's very
not that
good.
impressive. It's like Mihawk could chop a warship in half real quick, real easy.
Well, okay, you're not wrong, but like we're getting a sense. It's just that like they've been talking about how powerful this guy is up to now, and now we're actually saying like, oh, okay, so in like one swing he can like chop up a bunch of ships. Okay, this guy's pretty fucking strong. I'm curious though. Is this a JoJo reference that he's got a fucking guy flying around attacking for him? Is that what you did, Oda? Oh, you devil!
I would not be surprised that if Oda decided to do a JoJo-esque thing, he would do it better than JoJo could, and then still have all the other things in one piece. Just like he does with everything. Like he can have ninjas do them better than Naruto and still have everything else.
Yes,
fucking the best.
Oda he just knows what to do. Anyway, everyone's getting fucked up, and Carrot's smiling sexily.
Carrot's giggling like an anime character. She's stealing all those helms. They can't fucking do anything.
She really loves helms. She loves the shit out of a good helm. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And they're talking some bullshit about how, like, oh no, if she's not good enough, she'll die when she turns into a sulong. Whatever, Jinbei. Shut up, Jinbei. No one asked for the fucking peanut gallery opinion. Go back to steering the ship. Your important job, Jinbei. Oh, he can
every
get
time
fucked.
You have to. But I mean, he is at the moment just being like the exposition guy. Like apparently,
he's a straight man. Yeah.
You know, no one else has heard of this except him. But that's okay because he's an old boy. He knows some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And he's saying like if she exerts herself for too long, she can die. So she after this she'll be out of the fight. For I assume for the rest of the fight.
Probably. We'll see.
She could come back and be like risk her life to do one thing, and it would be like, no, you gotta stay you gotta nap. But she's like, no, I must do it because I'm a carrot.
One Piece has this thing they do. I mean, a lot of shonen do it, where they like trot out like. Remember when Luffy first used Gear Second, and they're like, oh, it's shortening his lifespan. And then when like Emporio used like the vigor hormones, they're like, oh, it's shortening your lifespan. Like that's a thing that comes up sometimes, and I never take it seriously because it doesn't fucking matter for the narrative of One Piece. If Luffy dies at like, I don't know, 60 as opposed to 80, like One Piece is still over. So
I think. The only way that would be cool, because, like, you know how Oda, he has things come back later?
Yeah,
I think it would be cool if, like, Luffy gets, you know, whatever, he beats the One Piece, and then they have a little show afterwards, where it's basically the same as what happened to Gold Roger, except instead of a disease, it's like Luffy has all this fighting and life-shortening stuff is catching up to him. He's, like, 31, and he's like all wrinkly and old, and he's gonna die, and he's like, I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna do the same thing Roger did, and he gives himself up, and that's like the end of One Piece is him doing that, because he's like, that would be a really cool way to tie that back and make all of those moments actually really impactful. But on the first read through, you don't expect it to come back at any point during the story, so I don't know.
You know what's interesting about that? I've heard that theory before, that like that those things actually will make a difference, and Luffy is shortening his lifespan and all that stuff, and like he'll die just the way Roger did. I think that is an interesting idea, and I could totally see it happening. Even Luffy dying at the end of the series. But like, okay, we all love the fact that Oda or that Gold Roger, like, now that we know his backstory, we know that he had this illness and he was going to die. He chose, instead of like going quietly into that good night, he chose to, you know, turn his fading ember of life into a roaring inferno by turning himself into the Marines, the most powerful man in the world, and you know, sending out this message to inspire the world to, you know, continue the age of piracy and live free or die, like our libertarian heroes in Bunker Hill. And it's just that. I think that's fantastic. I think it's a wonderful thing for Gold Roger to have done. It's the conceit of the whole series. I couldn't love it anymore if I tried. But, like, that is a means to an end. Like, his goal is to inspire people to go out and do things. But the doing of those things, I would like to be meaningful in some way as well.
Oh, so you mean like the end would be all the secret weapons and the history is unveiled and something happens with all that. Like Gold Roger couldn't get to do what he wanted to do because of the disease. Right.
Exactly. I want there to be something left unfinished that Gold Roger, and I think this is what will happen in my personal headcanon, that like there was something Roger maybe wanted to do or couldn't do because he was dying, and like he used the age of piracy to continue his work and inspire all these new pirates, which is exactly what Luffy is, as well as, you know, the whole golden age of piracy we're in now. And yeah, that's what I want. That's what I want, because I really don't like the thing where like in the real world, a lot of times parents will just like put all their hopes onto their children to like do cool, meaningful things with their lives. And I mean, to me, it seems like they're shirking the responsibility of doing cool things with their own life. Like, if everyone just puts the doing of cool things burden on their kids, like, then nothing cool will ever get done. So, yeah, let's end the cycle and Luffy do the cool thing with the sick shit. That's what I want to see.
Yes. Yeah,
in any case,
I didn't know that was already a theory. I just thought of it. But yeah,
I've just heard it around a little bit.
Yeah. So, but yeah, what you're saying makes more sense. It is probably going to be like, yeah. So there's life shortening thing. Whatever. It's just a bit of a like, ooh, it's scary that he's doing this. It's really impactful, and yeah, doesn't really mean too much.
It's a trope. It's a bit of a trope. Yeah, but that's okay. And then again, look how funny Brook is running on the water. Oh my god, he's so light. Unbelievable.
How many chapters has it been since he's done this?
Oh god. I mean, I think he did it was it last chapter? No, I'm probably thinking of when I read this a week ago.
Yeah.
A long time. I
feel like it's only been a thing since before the time skip. And only a couple times. And then he just hasn't done his funny walk.
It's like literally the coolest thing that Brook does. This hilarious run on water thing. To be fair, now that he's got soul powers, it's pretty sick. But this is cool.
But like it sort of feels like a, you know, and then Brook ran on the water. That wasn't a thing that stopped being a thing. You know, you remember that? Remember that? Chopper even forgot. Brook, you'll fall into the sea. Oh, right. Hey, readers. Remember
that's
this?
what that's for. To remind us. For sure.
But it's cool he's doing it. I like it.
It's such a cool, it's a One Piece sort of thing where it's both like a utility and kind of badass. I mean, it is badass and hilarious. Like, look at his fucking legs go. Oh, you. And then also, it's just like such a unique ability that like what other characters are like so light that despite, you know, because every Devil Fruit user would fall in the fucking sea and die. But he's so light, he can just fucking dance around on the water all day. And that's like a unique feature to him and his special abilities, and that's really cool. Like, Luffy can't do that shit. Nobody can do that shit but Brook. I love it.
Yeah, I'm liking the Brook powers that are being displayed here, especially on the next chapter. But we'll get to that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you know, fucking stuff's happening. Brook's going over there, and then we cut back to Big Mom, who is like hunching over and like really like starving and withering away. Really quickly. It's kind of like strange, and everyone's like, we haven't seen this shit before. So
she's never gone this long without having one of her fits satiated, it seems. So she's like visibly wasting away. And again, like we've seen that happen to Luffy. So
I'm trying to think about like the time frame of this. Has it been like multiple days they've been chasing them, or like a day and a night or something?
Pererin clarifies that right here and says it's been about 8 hours since Mama's eating fit started. So about 8 hours this chase has been going on.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think, like, 8 hours isn't that long. How has it never come further than, like...
Well, I guess it just goes to show how Big Mom always gets her way. And, you know, this is a very special circumstance they're in right now. And I'm just thinking, I'm fine with accepting that.
Like, if they've got, like, you know, the Big Mom territory, and they've got all these islands, and it takes a couple days to get from the very edge to the middle. What if, like, she's hankering for some popcorn, and Popcorn Island's, like, really far away, and they can't get it to her in time?
Well, Tatland isn't actually that big.
Is it not?
No, I mean, it's sort of, it's not really an archipelago, but it is a cluster of islands that are, like, close to each other. They're not as far away as, like,
I just remember, like, when they first were sailing there, you know, they got through the jelly sea that sort of hardened during the night or something. And it feels like it was taking more than a day to get there from the edge of the territory.
Well, I suppose Big Mom, if she rode on Zeus or something, she could zip over there pretty fast. She's pretty
that's
speedy.
True.
I don't know. They probably just keep shit around, you know, so that she'll be good.
Yeah, not really like an issue. I was just wondering, but yeah.
Fair point.
Then,
fair point.
Pererin. I'm thinking like, what is his name? He keeps saying Pererin. I'm thinking that's his name, but that's not his name.
That's just his like verbal tick for whatever reason.
Perospero. There we go.
I forget what this guy's name is. The weird like younger brother guy.
Dreadlock.
Here.
Man.
Yeah, he's very silly and very forgettable looking. I will not remember him.
Yeah, they get an intel that the wedding cake is on Beji's ship, and they're like, oh fuck, he's definitely poisoned it. They've definitely poisoned the cake. We're fucked. Which is something.
I mean, okay, this.
Yeah.
Sorry,
well,
go ahead. Finish your point, please.
Well, it's something I, strangely hadn't considered as obviously, it's probably a way to kill Big Mom, but I hadn't considered that they would actually try to do that. But of course, Beji would want to do that. He has the cake now. He knows she wants it.
This is Oda, I think, predicting, like, if they just gave her the cake and ate it, they'd be like, there'd be some nerds out there, including me, who would be like, excuse me, it's been established that Capone will do anything to kill his target, including poison them, so why the fuck did he just let her eat the cake without doing anything? Yeah, I mean, that's fair. So I didn't even think of it, but it is totally fair to say Capone here, his main goal is to murder Big Mom, and he knows she's going to eat this cake. There is no doubt about it. So poisoning it is, a completely logical thing to do. And it's pretty cool to see the clash between him and Sanji, just like way back in the day, like when we were on Barati. He was giving food to, like, the boys who were, like, evil pirates who were starving.
What the hell was that guy's name with the funny, like, balls on a stick? Ging.
That's Ging, all right. Yep. He's the most powerful man who ever lived. Wait, am I right? Am I wrong about that?
Of course you're wrong about that.
It was Gin, like Gin, Gin or something.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it was.
I thought you were talking about like him being the strongest man of all time. It was like,
well, that's not accurate. But there's memes about that guy in the general threads. But in any case, this is a cool clash, and I actually really like this because we get to this is more of like Sanji being Sanji, his personality on display, and at a time when it's actually really important that they do this shit. Now that being said. I like that Sanji is so true to his guns as no, I'm a chef. I feed people. I do not fuck with food. Food is serious fucking business. But on the other hand, this Yonkou is on a murderous rampage trying to kill you and all your friends. This is a good opportunity to put an end to that once and for all. But that said, they end it in the best possible way by Sanji just giving Capone a taste of the delicious cake he's made that is so delicious that he comes everywhere and is completely unable to resist anymore. Now that's what I call a one-piece resolution to this situation.
What I really like about the way that happened is that they're yelling at each other, and then Sanji grabs the cigar out of his open mouth and then shoves the spoon in there. It's just the way that it's sort of like
face.
You're yelling at him, and suddenly there's a spoon in your mouth. Oh, what? And then
the most delicious
that bliss face is like, oh yeah. Very unusual for him.
That's a very the decadence moment right there for sure. And then he's all cool. He's like, I feed those who want to be fed. That's a cook's job. And then pudding is wet once again. She's just falling over. She's gonna get a concussion. There you get it. There you go. She's gonna crack a hole in her head. And she's gonna get a fourth eye. She's gonna be a 4-eye freak. Oh no. There you go. There you go. So that's what's happening. They're just bringing the cake over, and it's been settled. They are not poisoning it. It's just a delicious cake for Big Mom.
Yeah.
The end. So that's been resolved now.
But yeah, on top of it being obvious to poison the cake, it's also obvious for Big Mom pirates to suspect poisoning of the cake. I don't know how they're going to get around that. They're obviously going to have the other pirates no, Big Mom. Mom, stay away from this. It's poisoned. You're gonna die. But what's gonna happen is some sort of kerfuffle, is what.
They're not gonna be able to stop Big Mom anyway. But they'll have to convince them now that this is a thing. They have to now convince them that it's not poison. So that's gonna be I don't know how they're gonna do that. Maybe Sanji will be like, I'd never poison anyone. I'm a good cook. But why will they believe him?
They wouldn't.
I don't know.
Big Mom might just eat it.
I think that's what's going to happen. She'll just eat it and not care.
I think the thing is that she'd be kind of weak and not able to jump on it like she is currently jumping on things.
Yeah.
Speaking of, Zeus and Prometheus are flying their way.
They're like real characters right now. They're just like best friends hanging out. Oh, it's great. I love it.
Yeah, it's cute. It's nice that Prometheus gets mad at Zeus for being a fucking retard, and eating the yummy cloud electric and going nuts. They're nice. I like them. They're funny.
I like them a lot. They're cute. They're best friends. They're my best friends.
It's interesting.
I want to see more.
I think we probably talked about the fact that they are like separate from Big Mom despite being souls, but I guess all the homies are like separate entities.
I don't know. That is true to some degree. That's true. I don't know at what point with this. This might have been like the next chapter, but it's not really a spoiler or anything. But there was a discussion recently by these two. It might even have been on that page. I'm not reading it right now. But they specifically said like, "Hey, what are you doing? Stop embarrassing us, Zeus. Don't you know you, me, and Napoleon are the only 3 homies made directly from Mama's soul?" So they're separating them as like special or distinct in some way.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're big boys. They're like part of her soul. They have part of her in them. It's probably why like Zeus really likes eating yummy clouds. As Big Mom's like part of her is in them.
That's true.
But they are still like their own. Like they can't telepathically communicate. Like they're not linked or in any way. They're just sort of Horcruxes, but with funny faces.
Mm-hmm. Very true. Very true. So we're back to okay. Now this was something. I want to yell at One Piece about this real quick. So Pudding here is losing consciousness. Sorry, not Pudding. Carrot here is losing consciousness. Her sulong phase is ending, and she's wigging out. So she falls unconscious. Now, as we established, Brook was running over to help to carry her back home, and key word there. Carry her back. Okay, let's review the facts on the ground. We talked before about how cool it is that Brook has this really special power about running on the sea because he is so light. He can just dance his legs back and forth and just stay afloat. And now he is carrying the weight of Carrot in his arms while doing this special run across the sea bullshit. Are you noticing a problem here? There is something inconsistent here.
I don't think that's too much of a... I mean, Carrot isn't like a fat bitch. She's a small little carrot girl.
But it's been established that only because he has such large surface area relative to his weight that he's able to do this. And now he's added at least 150 pounds on that. That doesn't, like... I don't know. It feels like it's like, oh, so could like anyone do this if they just like wave their legs fast enough? Like they're totally undercutting what makes this power special.
I think part of it is not just that he is like doesn't weigh that much, but also that his legs weigh so little that he can move them so quickly to do this. Like that he can jump really high because of how light he is, and he can move real fast because of how light he is.
Yeah, but that's not because his legs are light or anything. Like, I get that, like, the contact point here is the legs and the sea, but, like, I mean, if it's a matter of moving your legs fast enough, like, Sanji should be able to do this and run on the sea, and Luffy should be able to. He's fast as fuck. Like, the criticism I bring is that if just, like, anyone can do this, he's just added at least 150 pounds here. If anyone can do it, that robs it of the specialness that I was just praising it for at the beginning of this chapter. And I don't like that.
I don't know, maybe Brook can carry a certain amount. I don't know. I don't know. I don't mind this too much, because I don't... whatever.
It seems like it is a small thing, but it clearly seems like it broke. Like, what the whole point of this. Like, I just went back to page 5 here, and it's like, oh, right, he's so light, he can run on water. Well, if he was wearing, like, 150-pound weight on his back, would he still be so light he can run on water? I mean, to me, this seems crystal clear that this is just some bullshit. And, I'm not saying it's ruining it. Like, it's a small panel, it's a small thing. But, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make fucking sense.
Well, I guess the idea is that this thing that Brook could do was brought back so that he could rescue Carrot from over there.
But it shouldn't be. Like, if it violates what the power can do, then it doesn't make sense to do that. Okay, you know what? We don't need to get hung up on it. The viewers can judge for themselves.
I wanna like, cause
okay.
Like powers and stuff like this that like I mean as I'm just trying to like defend
it has been specifically stated.
From his perspective, like Oda's perspective, Like, he's just writing this character, this moment, and he has this cool thing that Brook can do. He could have had Carrot jump back, but instead he decided to have Brook do this cool, funny thing, and it was cool and funny.
But
That he used to be able to do. And even though it's, like, breaks some, like rules that haven't been established necessarily...
That is... it is
all
specifically
right,
been established.
Fine. Established rules. Very, very established rules. In crystal clear, it broke those rules.
They reiterate at the beginning of this very chapter.
I don't mind when rules are broken for like a little cute, funny thing like this. Like I'm not like autistic about things like that ever. Well, I am sometimes, but like not this. I don't know.
It simply rubs me the wrong way that this was brought back specifically to do so. Like this is the point of doing it, obviously. Like to carry her back like this. And it just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. But,
I don't know. I've talked before about having a threshold for bullshit, and this doesn't pass it.
There is a rule of cool thing that is in most shonen, and I'm totally willing to address it, but this also isn't that cool of a moment. So, I don't know. For me, it doesn't pass that threshold. But, okay, clearly we disagree. So be it. The people can judge for themselves. But in any case, Carrot is reverting. She's returning to her baby mode, and that's over. She's gonna rest now, and everyone's
and
fucked.
Brook just casually did a song over there and made one of the ships fall asleep.
Oh, that's right. He did.
So that was pretty
Good
cool.
work, Brook. I appreciate that. But they're fucked because the ships are here and they're all gonna die, and Big Mom is like right fucking there.
She does the big what's going on here, Mama? You're a monster. We've never seen you this hungry before. Just like every middle-aged woman, go for a midnight snack. You just gotta have it. You get cravings. Gotta go down to that fridge, grab everything from the fridge.
Oh,
and this is what they look like.
Their periods making them all crazy.
This is what they look like when they're going through that. They get the fire head, the giant sword to cut the slices of ham, and the cloud to speedily go to the fridge.
This cloud represents the pad of the vagina. This is very misogynist, Oda. Please cease. Please delete.
Jokes aside, very cool. I like this.
Yeah, she looks badass. She looks sick. This is going to look cool in the anime, unless they fuck it up, which they will. But it looks cool right now. Her hair being on fire is a very cool touch. And, now see, that is something that I'm it doesn't actually make sense to me that Big Mom's hair could just, become fire. Because, she's still got hair, so, if it burns, it's just going to burn. But that's really cool right there. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. I
think it sort of doesn't catch on fire because Prometheus is part of her soul, and it could just sort of merge with her, maybe.
I'm willing to accept it. I don't know. That's fine. That's good enough for me. But
Maybe
anyway,
it's
Big
not
Mom
even
is
on fire. Maybe it's just sort of like Prometheus becomes
in there.
her.
Yeah, but you'd think if her hair is touching fire, it'd burn. Whatever. Who cares? It's fine.
Wait, it is fire,
etc., etc.
It burns the ship later. But anyway,
that's true.
it's cool. And I like the fact that in this really cool pose, Prometheus has a scary face, the sword boy has a scary face, but Zeus, he's just sort of like, duh, at the bottom there.
He's not scary. He's just silly. As always. Anyway, Big Mom strong jumps right the fuck on there, and she is on the Sunny, and she's huge. And
now, here's my slight I have maybe I don't have a different I don't have a stronger threshold for bullshit, but I have a weird bullshit thing.
Okay.
She landed on the ship. That rope is above her sword. How did she get into that position from landing down? That should have been cut straight through. It's like she landed at a weird forward angle and then brought the sword up under the rope.
Oh, One Piece, delete your account. It's over for you, my friend. Here's a...
That's all I gotta say about that. Other than the fact that it's fucking cool and I love it.
How do those tiny little shoulder straps hold all them big old titties, Big Mom? Explain that, science. You can't do it. No force on
Vegapunk
nature.
Could. It's nanomachine.
Oh.
Bra straps. That's what it is.
All right, I'll accept that. Incidentally, everyone's gonna get fucked, so they're all gonna die. Can't wait to see that.
This is. I'm trying to think of the amount of danger the Sunny has been in since
This is by
it was
far
made.
the most, for sure. Maybe like when they dove to Fisherman Island, like if the bubble popped, they would have all died. So that's something. That's one.
Yeah.
I think this is worse.
The Kraken tried to get him, didn't he?
Oh, that's right. How do they deal with the Kraken?
Luffy just said,
beat the
"Hey,
shit out of it."
Hey,
Yeah.
shut up," and he did.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. And then they became best friends. You know what's cute though? If you look at Napoleon, so like the sword is like the angry face Napoleon now, but if you look down at the skull there, it's like sleeping. It's like he moved from there, you know?
Oh,
His eyes
I
are
didn't
closed.
notice that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like it. It's cute.
So
But anyway,
Napoleon uses a hat, sword, but not both.
oh, truly, he's Napoleon Dynamite, if you will. Yes. Excellent. All right, so that's the end of that chapter. Jinbei is the most important character ever, so he gets the final panel. Okay, good. Excellent. Thank you, Jinbei.
And now,
Next chapter.
Chapter 890, Big Mom on deck. And we
More
have
like
a
Big
color.
Mom on dick, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, Pound
no.
D.
Pound D. Fuck is his name.
We got a color page. We got the
Yeah.
Zodiac, the Chinese
Chinese
Zodiac boys. I
Now,
wish I could read all the things on their coats, but I can't. I don't know.
I actually took a little while because I thought this looked really cool to like decipher which was which, and
Some are obvious.
Some,
'Cause
yeah, some are very obvious.
Monkey D. Luffy is monkey. Califer is the sheep.
Indeed, indeed.
But I don't know
Bo Hancock
Fujitora
snake.
who he is.
Well, Fujitora, his name means wisteria or purple tiger, so he is the tiger.
Ah.
Now
There we go.
there is a rooster zodiac, which is clearly Marco, the bird boy. So he's the rooster of, of the zodiac. That's funny. Carrot's the bunny, obviously. Now this was funny. I think her name was My Cherie, the little thing, the little.
The Taurus.
No,
Minotaur.
The Minotaur
horse.
is Taurus. Yeah, right, and the horse is the horse. But Ma Cherie or My
Oh,
Cherie, whatever the fuck her name is.
the little lady. Yeah.
What do they call them? Dwarfs? I think they were called dwarfs.
The Tontata dwarf.
Tontata,
people.
that's it. She is the rat zodiac. The rat.
Oh, that's not
very
nice.
rude. It's very rude. Very not.
She's the
nice.
most beautiful rat I've ever seen.
She is
Look
very
at those
cute. Actually,
golden curls.
I really like her design, and I wish we'd seen more of her. I wish she was like a little bit more of a focus of that arc. But,
I honestly forgot what she did. I guess she cried a bit.
she has a healing devil fruit, which is very very good, very helpful and stuff. And also, this is very misogynistic. The pig is clearly Big Mom. She's the pig. Oh, that's rude. That's so rude. Yes, that's it. But that's it. I mean, the dog is the dog. Whatever. Who cares? Luffy's the monkey, etc., etc. Understood.
Undertale.
Yes. And moving on to chapter 890 of Undertale. Mama's getting thin. Big Mom on the
It's like thin, but with two ends, and it's like the opposite of thick.
Oh, exactly. Thin. Even thin even sounds like a thin word. You know, you're like, thin. I get it. It makes sense to me. But anyway,
she's
gonna
on the
kill
ship.
them all.
And I love this panel, this first panel of her just ripping the door frame right out of the fucking. She rips it right out.
She just doesn't give a fuck about the Sunny. It's just effortless for her. She is so fucking powerful, and I am loving it. I love watching her do this. This is great. I feel a serious threat. This by far is the most serious like threat I have felt to like any of our characters. The fact the Sunny is getting physically ripped apart right now. I love it. It is great. It adds so much gravitas because we care about the Sunny so much. It's good shit. I really like it. I really like it.
Yeah. And
But she don't see no cake though.
she doesn't
very
see that
sad.
cake. She's pretty sad, and then Jinbei says there's no cake. And it's funny that she listens to him and says, wait, there's no cake? There's no way that's true. Over 9,000? What are you talking about? She remembers that Prospero said that it's here. and she's gonna kill him if it's not here.
Yeah, she's going to murder her firstborn son, just probably for fun anyway, but especially if she doesn't find that fucking cake.
Yeah, and it's interesting that she's like in enough of like mental awareness to be able to hear Jinbei, listen to him, turn around, and then remember that Prospero said the things. Like, she's not completely gone, which makes her actions even funnier. The fact that she's like just ripping things up looking for a cake. She's just very hungry. She's not out of her mind.
Get out of your mind. That's Big Mom's theme song, which comes on screen. Yes. But no, that's an interesting dynamic. She's a little bit cognizant, not completely, but she's in there somewhere. And so she pulls out her big fucking dick, I mean sword, and she's gonna fucking kill everyone. And I love this. This cognac, big scary fire emperor sword, Napoleon. Very cool. Very good.
Yeah, the more dangerous the sword is, the more circular it becomes. Until you're basically just throwing, like, razor-sharp frisbees.
Excellent. And here's where main character of One Piece, Jinbei, once again gets to show off his incredible prowess. Like, literally stronger than a Yonkou. They are a joke to him. He can do anything at any time. I love him so much. Effortless. He fends off this blow. God, what a god, what a Chad. He's my Lord and Savior. Yes, but he got fucked also a little bit.
I don't know how to feel about this. On the one hand, it makes enough sense that he could block it, but then get, eventually smashed away by it. But it was a burning blade instead of just a normal sword slash. I don't know. I don't know whether this is like, oh, look at how fucking cool Jinbei is, guys, or whether it's like actually cool. Because it is pretty cool.
This is a Yonkou who just effortlessly ripped apart a piece of the fucking Sunny, doing like a real attack. Remember how she like cut? I don't know, like in one fucking slash, at like one like baby level attack, she destroyed like King Bomb and just like chopped him in half effortlessly. And like Jinbei is tougher than King Bomb, obviously, but like she's a fucking force of nature, and he like against like a real full attack, his fucking hockey is strong enough to stand up to this shit. Like, what the fuck? This seems like too much. This really seems like too much right now. I can put up with a lot. But Jesus Christ, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I like.
She's a Yonkou, fucking Yonkou.
It is quite much. I would say that it might make sense if Jinbei was like a defensive character and he didn't attack as much as like he was just like really tough and he had shark skin. But that has not been established. It has not been established that he does that, and in fact, quite the opposite. He is just a very strong fighter, like with this fisherman karate. He's never shown to be like resilient or anything. This is just sort of like, look at how it's just extra. But
so
I don't know.
Big Mom goes on a fucking rampage, and she's chopping the shit out of the Sunny, and this is like seriously spooky shit. Like I get scared for the Sunny. I love the Sunny. It's my home. It's my house. It's my best friend.
Frankie's gonna be fucking pissed.
He is gonna be pissed. He's gonna be fucking pissed. I would be. Chopper gets big, does a squish. Adorable, very good, protects Nami. What a white knight cuck. but then our Chad hero comes back at last. Jinbei immediately comes back, puts out the fire, showing how helpful he is on the sea. Very good lad to have around.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
Fucking Prometheus is like, ow, water hurts, please stop. And then fucking Jinbei just comes in with his secret technique. And Vagabond drills Big Mom right the fuck out of there. And everyone's, like, shocked. But why would they be? Because this is Jinbei, main character of One Piece. Strongest character who ever lived.
All right. The argument here would be that he splashed her with water and that weakened her just enough for her to be knocked back.
Why the fuck would that weaken? I don't understand the logic.
Because she's a devil fruit user.
Okay, but it's been established that only standing water affects devil fruit users, and this was like a gentle mist. And as soon as it's on,
it wasn't a mist; it was a torrent, wasn't it? Like a big whoo splash.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But at the time she gets hit, she is dripping wet, which is true. But she's not in any standing water, so she should be back at full strength. So maybe it
are you
created
sure
like a weak
standing
spot.
water is like like it has to be.
Oh yes.
I don't know.
Oh yes. I have done Oda has clarified this.
I mean,
quite specifically.
I thought like going in the shower would be enough to weaken Luffy.
That
Hasn't
is
that happened?
incorrect. That is incorrect. Now, Khalifa, when she took a bath, that did count, but that was standing water. According to the rules, and I feel pretty confident about them, it is a standing water issue, which includes the sea, of course, and also like a puddle. But something like a shower, I do not believe would affect one's ability to use their devil fruit. And I'm open for a debate on whether or not this counts as that, under the torrent of water here. But at the time
I feel like there's enough of water for it to count, just for like a brief moment for him to punch.
I mean,
it's still like an overpowered, like, look at how fucking sick Jinbei is moment.
Well, hey, I'll give you this.
But it's not like completely out of nowhere.
I am weirded out by this strongly so. But nonetheless, to me, it seems like it has nothing to do with the fact that devil fruit weaknesses understanding water. But I will give it credit that it is a known thing that, you know, Fishman Karate uses water, and he did just, like, cover her in water, so, like, maybe that helped, you know? Like, he did extra damage because she's covered in water, and he uses water for his attacks. I mean, that's something, right? It wasn't, like, established here or shown, but maybe it was part of the... Why is Jinbei so fucking strong? This is a Yonkou! A fucking Yonkou! Who the fuck are you, Jinbei?
Well, I mean...
I know it's a Shichibukai, but, like, don't you think this is a bit much? Like,
I
he's doing
think
it
it is
all
a
by
bit
himself.
much. I think it
Okay,
like
okay, thank you.
despite your problems, I don't agree. Like it's like the devil fruit. Like that's not actually how the rules work. Like I don't mind that.
Well, you're making the
necessarily.
claim,
I just
not
think
me.
I think that definitely it is a bit over the top. That not
we can agree
only
on
did
that.
he, you know, do like block her attack, but also punch her off the ship. Like I liked the fact that after this, Brook and Nami and stuff do something to get rid of her.
Me too.
So it's
me
not
too.
just Jinbei winning this particular battle, but the fact that he did all the groundwork for it is a bit.
He pushed back Big Fucking Mom. He got like a serious blow off on her. That's
another thing.
dick.
I guess would be. You know, she's skinny. She's hungry. She's not powered up enough. You know, that's an aspect to it that could be argued, but still, same difference. Jinbei did all the work.
Yeah, he did everything. And
initially,
it's important to raise the issue. I think again here, like, is he like literally stronger than Luffy? Like, could Luffy have like blocked that attack or pushed her back? This is Big Fucking Mom. I don't know.
I don't think Luffy could have blocked that attack. I think he
so.
might have been. He would have been able to punch her off if it was exactly the same situation. She was hungry and she was covered in water. You know, Luffy punches her. That would have worked. But I don't think his armament haki is up to snuff.
Let's have Jinbei join the crew, okay? And since he is better than Luffy in every way, he can just be captain now, and Luffy will just go die somewhere. That's what I want. That's what I want to happen. All right, I'm exaggerating here, but I don't know. This is weird. This is a little weird for me. I'm joking a lot. I'm joking a lot here, but I do think it's a little strange to show Jinbei being like this competent. I really wish they had just worked him in, like as part of this like scheme to like you know that like Brook and fucking Brook and Nami do. Like that's great. I really like what they do to in like the next couple pages. He just seems too fucking strong. But okay, let's actually get to
I think
that
it would have been fine. This whole thing of him using the water and then punching her. It would have been fine if, like, he in the last chapter says, "Be prepared to abandon ship." If he like dodged her blade and abandoned ship for a brief moment, it's like coward. Like that would have been like a moment of, like Jinbei being a fish, man. Like that. It was just that extra like. Oh, and also he can block the attack a bit.
Yeah. Like, literally, he's like the most powerful character in the series right now. No one can block... a Yonkou. I repeat yet again, a Yonkou's, like, seemingly like her most powerful attack, as far as we've seen so far.
I don't think it would have been her most powerful attack. Maybe, like, if, you know... Like,
I don't know, she got Napoleon really round there, dude. Really round.
Really round. You know, that's true.
Well,
anyway,
again, people can decide for themselves.
Yeah, we'll move on from this. So yeah, Jinbei says, "Fuck, we gotta go. Let me drive. Let me get out of here. I'm
Give me that
driving."
wheel, boy. Yeah. Yeah.
And then Big Mom gets her long dick out this time instead of the fat dick.
That's
and
a cool panel, by the way.
stretches-
Looking good. Looking good.
Yes, very good. That's thumbnail material right there. That's thumbnail material.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And she's thinking, well, if I can't rip the ship open, I'll have to slice it in half to find the cake, which is very
Logical.
funny.
Logical.
Very funny and logical. And also fucking terrifying. Oh no, poor Sunny. And yeah.
Yeah. Very spooky.
Nami does her thing. What happens in what order? She's trying to. Yeah.
She's sending out some clouds. She's doing clouds again to try to bait Zeus, is what she's doing. We don't know to what end just yet, but she's trying to do something. And Zeus is like, "No way, man, I'm not gonna fall for that again." And she zaps the shit out of Nami. And it's like, yeah, Nami, desu no. But no, 'twas Brook all along. Okay, now I want to give a shout out to this moment as literally my favorite part of the whole chapter, because this was don't get me wrong, I love to watch Nami suffer. I do, because she's too perfect, and that annoys me. But this was fucking hilarious to see Brook, like, loving getting electrified and being useful.
It's me.
Like, Nami's, it's me. It was me, Brook. And look at Nami. Zoom in real close on Nami's little thumbs up there.
I see it.
That's, like, my favorite thing in this whole chapter, that little thumbs up. Oh, she's so fucking smug. I love it. This is the most
Yeah.
I've liked Nami in, like, 300 chapters. This one moment right here. Oh,
that's thumbnail
character.
material right
That's
there.
thumbnail material. She's holding her thumb up. Oh my god. Yes, please blow that up all the way and make that the main feature of this chapter.
I'll put that the big mom with the sword, and then like a big old little Nami on the edge of the sword, maybe.
Yes, perfect. And there's some good Zeus panels coming up at the end of this chapter we should get to. Those might qualify.
But yeah, I didn't know whether this would be something you would like. It is funny, but the fact that Nami is like, oh no, she got electrocuted. Nope.
Well,
She's
of course,
fine. She's fine as usual. No, not a hair on her head can be damaged.
I know.
But it's not,
I hate
it's not
that.
really a problem.
I definitely dislike that. And as the most red-pilled MGTOW who ever lived, you know, I always want to see women get abused. That's what I like. But you know, it was in the service of a very fucking funny joke, which is the most important thing. So I'm totally fine with it.
Yeah, I
Good
guess
job,
it's pretty good as like it's not like, oh, instead of Nami getting punished, it's Brook getting punished because
Brook's not even punished though. He's fine.
Yeah, he's
so
not
it's
even
good.
punished, which is so it's like it's like a strategic thing that would happen anyway.
And
so
it's the clever way that it looks like Nami got electrified and we see the skeleton. I'm like, oh shit, and then it's like, aha, it's me, Brook. Remember, I'm a skeleton. Oh, I remember, Brook. Who could forget? Oh, excellent. You remind us every moment of every day.
This very funny fucking Brook moment is it's me. I'm electrocuted, and then he's going ha ha ha. Yeah,
so
Big
smug.
Mom, may I see your panties? Oh, I'm such a silly skeleton. And then he does the fucking coolest thing of all time.
Oh god, he looks so fucking sick, dude. Oh, he did the arrow notch slice. Oh god, this is so sick. Brook is killing it this arc. I'm just afraid, honestly, that this will be the most relevant Brook ever is in the whole series, and that he will this is his peak.
He's gonna write. He's gonna form the One Piece version of the Beatles, and he's gonna be fucking
He's gonna play
sick.
every instrument. He's the whole band. Incidentally, I just want to point out that, like, yes, he does this sick ass teleport. God, he looks so sick on the panel where like Zeus is cut in half. And he's just in the background with all the smoke. God damn. He's fighting off. Brook is one-on-oneing a fucking Yonkou right now. That's the good shit. They're using trickery. They're not like being Jinbei and just like, guys, how lazy is it to just say like, Jinbei literally blocks a Yonkou's fucking attack head on. Literally punches her and pushes her off the ship. She's a fucking Yonkou. But no, Brook and Nami here, they're using trickery. They're using chicanery. This is the good shit that I can actually buy and believe. This is what I want to see. God, I fucking love Brook. And incidentally, I was going to point out that he sliced Zeus, which is under her legs. So he definitely went under her dress, looked up at her panties. There's no doubt about it. My boy saw some panties today, and they were big moms. and he's an old fuck, as is she. They should totally fuck.
They should totally bone.
Oh yes. Please do that. Please. They've literally already slept together. Let's not forget. They have literally already slept together.
Oh my
That is
God.
canon. That happened in One Piece.
And you know what
if
they
you
say
recall.
about Undertale?
Remember that?
Skeletons somehow have penises.
Definitely. She
They definitely had.
Oh my
He
God.
definitely fucked her.
What if she did, like, you know, get a little sexy with Brook? What if that happened? I mean, she is canonically a big slut. We know this. This is known. She has so many babies.
She wants a skeleton child. As part of her family.
She loves diversity, man. She is loving diversity right now.
Oh no.
Okay, but in any case, let that fill your imaginations this evening as you touch yourselves, you degenerate viewers. Everyone's about to get fucked.
I just want to say, the classic sort of like anime, like, you know, I'm so fast and good with a sword, I whiz past you and with one slice. This is like one of the strangest ones of those that I've ever seen, but it's still
How
like
so?
cool.
I love how vertical it is. I love
woman.
how vertical it is. Oh, okay. Yeah, go on.
It's like Brook is going up because he's flying
He's
through
so
the
light.
air.
He's so fucking light and speedy, dude.
And I think I forget whether he has like whatever you call it, the flying step thing.
We have Geppo, I believe is what it was called.
Yeah.
We have not seen that. We have not seen that up at this point.
So, you know, maybe he does, but maybe he doesn't. Maybe he's just flying off and he's going to land in the water. But it's an old woman wielding a giant sword with fire hair and standing on a cloud that has been sliced in half by a skeleton man flying in the sky. Like, it's
iconic. Fucking
it's
iconic. It's so... This is like one of those moments where like all the amazing, disparate, creative, like elements of One Piece just create more than the sum of their parts. It's a Gesamtkunstwerk. It's the coolest fucking thing. God damn. This is so awesome. Brook is one-on-oneing a fucking Yonkou, and it's the coolest thing I've ever seen. God, yes. This is the good shit. Yes.
Even though you clarified that Jinbei is different, people are gonna call you out for like, oh, you thought Jinbei one-on-one in a Yonkou.
Guys, you gotta understand where I'm... Like, Brook has not just overpowered Big Mom at all. At all. They've used trickery, chicanery, which is exactly what you have to do to defeat a literal force of nature like Big Mom. Come on.
And it's really cool that it was trickery, because...
I love
but
it.
it was like...
I love it.
It's not just like, oh, can I see your panties? And that was like to distract her from how cool he was. It was also playing off, very briefly, him doing a joke, like, for the readers, kind of. Like, it was a joke for us, and we were laughing at Brook.
Yeah.
And we were thinking, haha, what a funny skeleton. And then he did, like, one of the coolest things that he could possibly do.
I think this is probably the coolest Brook will ever be. And it is so fucking cool. And that is not a slight against him. This is incredible. And by the way, I just want to take a minute for everybody to appreciate this. Like, think about Brook. Think about who this guy is. He was trapped on the sea for 50 years. You know, he was all alone. He had nobody. He was just waiting to fulfill a promise. He wanted to die, but he wouldn't let himself because he made a fucking promise to a baby whale, and he was going to bring the fucking tone dial to Laboon no matter what the fuck it took. And so he waited, and then he met friends. And then he got swept up in their adventure, and he found a new purpose in life to help Luffy become Pirate King, and that's what he's doing right now. And here he is. Like, Brook is objectively one of the scaredy cats, but he is facing his fucking fear and going toe-to-toe with a fucking Yonkou. He's improved himself so that he can handle these kind of challenges, so he can make his and his crew's dreams come true. This, like, 80-year-old man who spent most of his life trapped on a fucking boat waiting to go meet a baby whale. Brook is so awesome. He's so cool. This is like the coolest guy in the fucking world. I'm sorry, I'm just gushing. It's just like, this is incredible. It's, in a word, incredible. I love it.
Yeah. If you think about the way you could write...
he's so courageous. So courageous. God, he's not batting an eye. He's so powerful. I love Brook.
You think about the way, like an average writer would think, oh, okay, I want a skeleton with an afro and a sword, cane sword, you know, like, cool guy. The heart-wrenching backstory as to why he is a skeleton with an afro. Like it's just I don't know. It's just one of those things. It's just
Like, imagine this guy in Bleach.
magic.
Imagine Brook in Bleach.
Yeah,
like,
he would just be like, "Oh yes, I have the skeleton magic. I'm skeleton.
God.
It's my Bankai to jump and slice clouds."
Yeah. Fucking bullshit. Fucking terrible. No. Do not. Go away. God, yeah.
All right. Oh my God, I forgot the next page. Because this was like a coordinated attack, which was very cool as well. Nami had her electric thing, and since Zeus was sliced in half, now she could like explode him. And there's this one panel right at the edge of Big Mom, like drawn in like ink, like a different sort of stars. Really,
that's a real Ben Saint moment right there. You know?
Yeah,
you know?
that's a real The Vapors / Kickstarter.
Indeed.
Moment there. That's a good.
It looks great.
Electrocution.
And yeah, it's great. And like again, like even when I was going off about how fucking sick Brook is, like like the whole point of why this is so sick is because he knows like he can't fight Big Mom one-on-one. He knows his limitations, unlike main character of One Piece, Jinbei. But Brook here slices it across, and this whole trap has been set up between him and Nami because they're using teamwork to take on fucking Big Mom, which is the natural extension of exactly what One Piece should be about right now. Like one-on-one. Like, anyone being able to beat Big Mom, like, would be kind of impossible to swallow. But together, combining their talents like this is great. And I love the way Nami, like, teases Zeus, like, just discharge all that. You'll feel better. And Zeus is like, oh, God, no, I'm gonna coom! And then he does, and he zaps his own mom. Very, very not good. Very rude.
Naughty. Oh, yeah. One thing I was thinking... Chopper has like guard point, like big squishy guard point in this, but in this like this moment he uses guard point, but Jinbei has already done like the guard against her attack thing. It really would have made more sense to have like Jinbei jump in the water, use the water and push her off, and for the guard thing to be like Chopper trying to protect someone, like he did, and just to be like Chopper would be the one doing the guard of the sword.
Yeah, because like he is a guard guy. That's like a thing he does. That's a
and then Brook and Nami would do like the combo wombo, and
I want to be super clear about this, guys. Like we all know, we have laughs on here. I make fun of Jinbei all the time because I've got my issues with him. But seriously, like look deep in your hearts and think to yourself, Jinbei just blocked a Yonkou's attack. What? Like why? Why did they do that? And, I mean, to me, the answer that I come up with is because Oda is trying to make Jinbei look really, really cool. And
Jinbei is Trafalgar D. Law.
That's exactly where I'm going with this. Like, this chapter, more than ever before, Jinbei really feels like he's got the Law syndrome going on, which is not a good thing.
It's odd, and I'm wondering whether that's his decision to make one of the characters be, like, the stern, edgy... always really powerful and cool and badass, but in ways that are sort of like not interesting.
Yeah.
Like is that
That's
him
exactly what Law was.
really wanting to put that in there, or is
like,
it
it's
sort
so
of like
boring? It's so boring, I can't believe like Oda would write something that boring, but here he is doing it again. I don't know. I mean,
I'm trying to think like before Law. Before Law, was there a character that was like that archetype?
No, never, not a single time. Like somebody
I
could
think
maybe say
if
Rob
Jinbei
Lucci.
being like this would probably be because everybody loves Law a lot. You should do that again," said the editor, and he's like, "Yeah, all right."
The edgiest character before Law was Rob Lucci, I would say, and he was great, and also had a pet pigeon and was hilarious. So no, he's cool. Also, his like character arc was interesting, so that was good. And then like before that, I would say like Eneru. Like, Eneru is like I'm just gonna blow up the world because I feel like it. Fuck, I'm God, I'm powerful. But, like, Eneru is, like, the sickest character ever. So, like...
I mean, he has really long earlobes.
That's
He's a fucking
hilarious.
freak.
Everybody loves Eneru. He's a hit at parties because he is the piñata,
I mean,
somehow.
the thing with Eneru, or whatever...
Yes.
He's that sort of character, but also he calls himself God.
Literally
and he
God.
lives up in the clouds.
Yep.
So, like, it makes a little more sense for him to be like overpowered and like
yeah, he's
like
deliberately
a
over the
crazy
top.
man.
He is God. He is God. So like, I don't know. Like, yeah, that's the thing. Like, there is a gravitas that surrounds Eneru, like the entire lead up of Skypiea, where we're taught to fear him as like literally God. We don't know that he's like a lightning devil fruit user who's just like way lost his mind until way later in the series. Or, you know, way later in the arc when we like finally meet him and see what he can do. We just think of him as like, oh, that being that drops giant beams of god destruction from the sky and like eliminates anyone on the island who talks shit. And so like, yeah, it's really intimidating. And but like, yeah, like Jinbei is just a guy who also is really wise and has all these weird super powerful things, like he can just block a fucking Yonkou's attack. I don't know what's up with that. And he's the best steerer of all time. Now that's overpowered. That level of steering control. Come on, guys. I talk about a Mary Sue steering in 2017. Jeez.
In 2017, we got self-driving ships. We don't need that. We don't need you anymore.
You're obsolete. Obsolete. Delete. Okay. That's that.
And yeah,
What
this
else?
is last page. Little baby Zeus.
Oh, little baby Zeus.
He's all roughed up, and then Nami grabs him by the side, and she says, "Don't get the wrong idea, little boy. I'm gonna rape you, and bitch,
Yeah,
and you're gonna be my servant." And he's crying, and he's got his little hat is very big on him.
It finally fits at long last. This is the moment we've been waiting for.
I was really happy when Brook sliced him in half that he didn't slice the hat in half.
Me too. I was scared. I was actually looking, and it's on his right side. It's protected.
Yeah.
Oh my god. What the
But yeah,
fuck?
now Big Mom is riding on Prometheus, which must hurt
All right, let's
a little bit.
Last comment. Okay. I can sort of believe someone rides a cloud. Like, okay, that's like established. Now she's literally riding fire. That doesn't make sense. Fire is not what?
No, I think it makes enough sense because, for one, you know, rockets, you've jet fuel, boom, the fire comes out the
is
bottom.
it because she's hot on their heels? Oh, got
Oh
'em.
my god. But like heat rises, like there's you know, I'm just trying to think of like, because like Prometheus itself can fly. It is a
some reason.
being that can fly.
I don't know why, but yes, that's correct. That's correct.
But like if you the only reason you're thinking, oh, you can imagine a cloud, it's because of Dragon Ball with the Kinturn, but also in Skypiea they have clouds that are sort of like more physical.
True, but they established like lore for that and shit as to why.
So like it's just because you've seen people riding clouds in fiction before.
You know, you're right.
And people
That's a good
riding
point.
fire is like less or none.
You know what? You're right. You're right. That's no need to criticize this one too excessively. I am willing to buy it, though. Still,
But yeah,
she's got a case of hot foot. If
I'm really wondering, like, she's now still got the power to catch up to them immediately.
Yep.
I guess Nami's gonna force Zeus to stop them somehow.
I mean, maybe Jinbei can like. Now, see, if Jinbei did just like water things, now that I'm 100% on board with. By all means, Jinbei, use water powers, please.
Oh, but he can't be in the water. He's driving the ship. He has to stay
God
behind the
damn
wheel.
it, Jinbei, let go of the fucking wheel. Get in that goddamn water, you
Chopper
shark
says,
cunt.
Chopper goes up to him and says, Jinbei, I could drive. You throw water at them. Jinbei says, no, you're not good enough.
You're
I'm
not
the best
good.
at driving. I'm the best at driving. Get out of here, kid.
I can't trust this responsibility of going in a straight fucking line to anyone. I cannot leave. Oh, Jinbei. You know, at the very least, the Jinbei memes, they'll keep on coming for sure here on the podcast.
Yes,
and I think we're about done.
we like having fun. We
do.
Like we get angry at like some things, but we never hate anything too big. We don't actually get like sleepless nights over fucking Jinbei. Or maybe you do. I don't know.
I get sleepless nights over like law and how the fuck did Luffy break Doflamingo strings? How the fuck did he break those? Why did they answer the? Okay, well, I think about that to
Imagine
this
you
very
just
day.
waking up screaming, how did he break those strings?
I got the cold sweats. Oh my god, what if I could write an SBS question to Oda? Just be like, Oda, for the love of God, please tell me, explain this. How did he break this? I'm sure Oda would come up with something.
And then Oda would say, I don't speak English.
No! You know, I think he has answered international questions before. Possibly even in English. I don't know. But God, like, if there was one thing I could have Oda answer, or like, not change, but just like, you know, expand on a little bit. Just tell me that. How did he break the fucking strings? I'll accept everything else, in my opinion, wrong with the arc.
The thing, alright, just one, like, thought. Like, I always hear, like, people talking about stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
oh, this one thing doesn't make sense when you think about all of this stuff. What was the author thinking? Do they know that this was... Did they forget?
Sure.
And realistically, it's either they forgot or someone else involved in production told them to do it, and they were like, okay.
I mean...
And that's all I can imagine really happening.
It's possible it's a situation where, like Luffy... Okay, Luffy does break the strings when he goes Gear 4th. Okay, so, like, that's how he does it.
Or for some other reason, like, time constraints, or, like, you know, something just comes up. I would never, like, think, oh, yeah, he deliberately was just a retard for that one bit.
Yeah, I can't
like, I don't
believe
think
that.
he's
I
a
can't
bad
believe that.
writer.
No,
I mean, you're
not at
only
all.
as good. You're only as good a writer as what you put out, I guess.
Yeah, and
But
nobody's perfect. Everybody makes mistakes. I get it.
Yeah, I don't know.
In all likelihood, it was either like a little goof or like it's possibly just way more simple than I've given to credit. And like, yeah, he just went Gear 4th. He expanded his body, and that like separated the strings. Like, okay, but that just like doesn't seem like enough. It's like those are like the most powerful, and like why didn't he try it before? Like these can control the most powerful people in the series. Okay, that's enough of that. We could spend all day on this one question. But anyway, that was a hoot and a half doing these 2 chapters. Man, a lot of crazy shit going on. Just can't wait to see what happens. I think they have to. The confrontation, the big clash, is coming. It's coming. I actually,
This is like, I think before chapter 900, it'll be all over.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think in the next couple chapters, we're gonna see Big Mom start to like. I think we're gonna see her like get like almost totally worn out. Like she's gonna be like, oh god, I can't go on. I haven't eaten anything. I'm gonna fucking lose it, dude. But then the wedding cake will like save her. I think there'll be a twist and they'll like save Big Mom in a way. They'll like out of kindness, like Sanji, you know, giving food to the hungry. That's his thing.
Yeah,
she's starving.
It's definitely leading in that direction. It's going to be like a thing with the like every other time Sanji's done it, and even in this arc when he did it with Luffy and stuff.
Yep. By the way, was this year the year of Sanji, or was that 2016? You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know.
I think it was
last
2016. Yeah, I'm just curious because like it's possible that this arc will end like in like the next.
Did you remember the year of Luigi?
Oh, who could forget? What an amazing time! I
don't
wait
think
for
a
the
single
year.
Luigi game came out that year.
There was
the
fucking
other year
shitty
after that.
reskin of like new Super Mario Bros. That like had Luigi on the cover or something.
Yeah.
Like it had levels or whatever. It was
And then
bullshit.
like a year or so later, the sequel to the Haunted House Luigi game, whatever the fuck it's called, Luigi's Mansion, was on the 3DS.
That's fine, but that was like late. And then Undertale 2 came out starring Luigi, and that was a big disappointment. But also a 10 out of 10 on that one.
Yeah, it's kind of hard like to plan a year of Sanji if you don't know how quickly you can get 52 chapters, you know, whether it's going to be 52 or like 80 chapters ahead when it happens.
Yeah, I'm not criticizing at all. It's just interesting to think about. I think the year of Sanji was when he found out that he's a Vinsmoke, and he went to he disappeared. And I think in the year of Sanji we also like saw his wanted poster that said like wanted only alive. I think that was in 2016, which was very interesting. Which was wrapped up in the whole Vinsmoke thing. Yeah, cool stuff with Sanji. Cool stuff with Sanji this last couple of years. Can't wait to see how this arc ends. Very excited for it.
Yes.
All right, well, that's it, everybody. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening, and before we go, we'd like to reiterate, we have the Patreon.
Yes, please.
We have a Patreon at podcast. Links in the description and probably on the screen.
Patreon.com/thepodcastpirates. The Podcast Pirates, everybody. Go pledge so we can support the show and make this literally not gay. Yes, that.
D-gay.
D-gay. Nate.
Monkey D-gay.
Gay. Oh, good. Okay, this is hilarious, but let's end. Thanks for listening, everybody. Podcast out. That's the new sign off.
Poddy out.